I'd love to connect that to sort of like your views on freedom of speech.
Mm-hmm.
In what ways does freedom of speech kind of create value, but also present challenges, at a public university? What are your thoughts on the optimal way of handling issues of free speech from the
You
university
can't,
perspective?
unless people are free to express themselves, again, you're not going to be able to make progress. And that means not just the people that agree with you. So the hardest part, I think, that people have with free speech is speech that might be offensive or threatening or, somehow uncomfortable. And you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And it's a hard thing to learn. It's part of the development process. I don't know that I'm perfect at it yet, but, we've had most of this discussion around free speech centers around people that come to campus to give speeches or presentations. And we've had, in the years that I've been here, people from all aspects of the political spectrum. And that hasn't always been easy because there's been some really strong objections to some of the people that have come to visit us. But I think it's really important to let them have their say. And if you want to rebut it. But you let them, everyone gets to have their say. And so it may make you feel personally uncomfortable and you may disagree with it, but you don't have to go. And you could also rebut it. So that's how we approach things.
I think a big narrative is that younger generations are much less tolerant of sort of like divergent views. Does your personal experience kind of corroborate that narrative or sentiment? How has that kind of like evolved? Because you've been around universities for a while, right?
I think that's very true. I think social media has a lot to do with that. We're all kind of in our social media bubbles, talking with people that agree with us all the time. And then when somebody doesn't agree, it's kind of shocking and disturbing. If you think about it, people in my generation, free speech was Martin Luther King Jr. and, Cesar Chavez and people that were, free speech was a positive thing. And now for your generation, it's guys with tiki torches in Charlottesville, right? Saying things that are just, not as positive, in my opinion. So I think the way that people evaluate free speech has generationally changed, where it was, if you're in your 50s or 60s like me, it's a positive. If you're in your 20s and 30s, maybe not so much, right?
Yeah.
This is the Atlas Clips channel. To stay up to date with the show, follow One on Instagram and X. To watch full-length episodes, visit Atlas by Juan Martinez on YouTube and Spotify.